Hey guys, it's time. It's the day. It's July 5th. What am I ranting about? Yesterday was a holiday, Adam. No, I'm not talking about our independence. I'm talking about my independence from pro wrestling. I used to be called the wrestling snob, well known within wrestling circles. Positively, negatively, didn't really matter. In wrestling, as long as you're getting a reaction, you're getting something good. But I walked away from that shit after being a fan for 50 years. And some people out there, especially one in particular, would tell me I shouldn't be talking about wrestling anymore. I'm done with it. Why should I talk about it? It's odd. You know what? I've earned the right to talk about it, baby. I've earned it. And sometimes, maybe all the time if I want to, I'm going to talk about it even though I don't watch it anymore. Why would I do that? Why am I talking about pro wrestling instead of knuckletfup.com, my new website? Now that I've gotten rid of wrestlingdoneright.com, left a goodbye message there. Why wouldn't I just be talking about that, Adam? Well, I am talking about that. But look, my reach right now, my biggest reach, is wrestling fans. And I know that many of them were very much like me. You love wrestlers like Chris Benoit. I mean, we can talk about what he did and say how horrible of a person he was, and all of that is true, but we're talking about just his style and methods of wrestling. You loved it. We're talking about Kurt Angle. We're talking about Gunther and Eddie Guerrero and all the guys that when they got in that ring, Arn Anderson for crying out loud, you believed, at least for those moments that those gentlemen were in the ring and a few others like them, that what you were watching was as real as it gets. You knew it wasn't. But when you watched those guys, you believed. That is what wrestling done right is, or was. And nobody today wants to do it anymore. Yeah, I'd name drop Gunther, so there's a handful, but no company wants to focus on that. Hell, Ring of Honor tried focusing on that in the Pure division, and where did that go? Down the toilet, and now Tony Khan is trying to book Pure matches. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm not telling you to give up wrestling. I'm not even here to shit on wrestling, even though I easily could. Jim Cornette does that better than anybody. There's some other guys that try, Disco Inferno, but nobody touches Cornette in his critiques, his critical critiques of what is called pro wrestling today. So I'm not going to try, even though it does get you lots of clicks, right, JD from New York? I'm not about that. I'm not. I do this as a hobby. I create content because I enjoy creating it. I literally do not watch videos on how to get more followers. I don't care. I will do this the way I do it, and I will get the followers that I get. I don't care if it's 10. I don't care if it's 200,010. I don't. I want to do it the way I want to do it. And the way I want to do it right now is to implore wrestling fans. I'm not telling you have to give wrestling up. I'm imploring you to try to check this stuff out. Give it a shot. There are many free shows on YouTube. They're not only free, they're cut down to just the fights. What do I mean by that? Bell to bell to bell to bell to bell. There's no filler. There's might be an introduction here or there. There might be a guy getting his hand raised here or there. But generally, it's just fight after fight after fight after fight, like a 3-4 hour show cut down to an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. So they're easy to watch. Bare knuckle boxing, like is on today at noon in just a couple of hours. And boy, I'm ready for that. It is the Bolton Brawl over in the UK. So the show starts at 12 because it's going to be, in the evening, like 5 over there at that point. That's when the preliminaries start. And then the main card will probably start an hour, 2 hours after that. So 7 o'clock over there, and it'll be, 2 o'clock here. The main event, I'm not going to run down the whole card. The main event is for the Super Lightweight Championship. The champion, Harry Gigliotti, is taking on Callum Sikane. I think that's how you say it. These two had a great nose-to-nose face-off at the weigh-in yesterday. Gigliotti called Callum a nobody. Nobody yelled and shouted it across the room as loud as he could. And that fueled fire a little bit. Just call him a nobody. There's no way. And Callum says he's going to knock Gigliotti out. Folks, look, you trusted me how often? You trusted me when I told you what Wrestling Done Right was. You trusted me when I told you what matches to watch. You trusted me to buy a streaming service from Japan to watch Japanese wrestling, right? Well, this isn't wrestling, but you can trust me here. This, meaning bare knuckle boxing, bare knuckle fighting championship, Clan Fighting Championship, Top Dog Fighting Championship. All these bare knuckle companies will fulfill your need for manliness, legitimacy, and badassery. I'm as addicted to this now as I was pro wrestling, maybe more so, because this, for me, is a step up. It's a level higher. It might be several level higher than watching fake fighting. And yeah, I don't like the fake word, so I'm sorry. Cooperative fighting, right? Worked fighting, if you will. Wrestling isn't worked fighting anymore. It's some kind of violent dance routine is what wrestling is now. I'm not trying to be funny or a smartass. It's what it is. It's the way it could be best described. A cooperative, violent gymnastic routine. And that's why I got tired of it. And I got tired of waiting for my kind of match to pop up once or twice, or if I was real lucky, 3 times on a 3 or 4 hour card. Tired of it. This fulfills every need I had. It will fulfill yours too, if you're anything like me. And that's the only people I'm speaking to here. And if you're happy and content with the silliness and the ridiculousness that wrestling has become and will forever be, good. Have at it. But if you're not, and you wish you could sit down and watch something that you loved and didn't roll your eyes at just as many times as you applauded, bare knuckle fighting is for you. I promise. I guarantee it. Because, as a pro wrestler once said, it's real. It's damn real. Only this, not just a slogan. I'll be back before you know it.